Hey, what's up? Nick Fenton here. I've received the question, which exchange do I use to trade cryptocurrencies and why? Allow me to explain.
To the sky, to the sky, we gon' fly every time.
So when I decided to start trading cryptocurrencies, the first thing I wanted to do was figure out which exchange I was going to utilize to do the trading. And I found this tool quite useful. On coinmarketcap.com, if you go here to trade volume, and you go to 24-hour volume rankings by exchange, click on that. It's essentially going to give you a snapshot of exchange liquidity, if you will. So I focused on the top 10 markets with fees. And I focused on fee-based exchanges because, if they are profiting from this endeavor, they have more, reason to essentially make the tools as good as possible and as secure as possible. So I basically researched the top 10, eliminated any that had any questionable activity associated with them. Maybe some sort of market manipulation that took place and they didn't refund customers, or some sort of hacking that took place and they didn't refund customers, or just some bad experiences from a customer service perspective. There's a questionable customer service across the board, but some worse than others. So I really tried to focus on the ones in the top 10 that seemed to be pretty well liked and hadn't had any major hacking issues that weren't reimbursed, or other issues. So that was my first step, liquidity. Step 2, fees. And let's just kind of take an overview of fees here. Out of the top 10, I narrowed it down to a few different exchanges that we're going to look at here from a fee-based perspective. First, we've got Coinbase. Coinbase, if your U.S. bank account is basically attached to Coinbase, and you transfer funds from your U.S. bank account to Coinbase into your Coinbase USD wallet, and then you do a trade via Coinbase, you buy a Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin via Coinbase, then there's a 1.5% fee. If you buy via your credit card, there's a 4% fee roughly. Now, digging a little deeper, GDAX, which is owned by Coinbase, it's just more of a advanced platform for traders with a little bit more experience. They have two options. They have a taker fee, which is a market order, that they charge 0.25%, and a maker fee where they charge 0% no matter the volume. So obviously the maker fee is the best of the best. So you use GDAX.com and you place your orders via a limit order and you pay 0 commissions. No brainer. 2, looked at Binance here. Binance fee for trading is 0.1% trading fee. And fee for withdrawal is essentially the mining fee associated with each coin, which seems to be pretty standard across all exchanges. No real add-on fees for withdrawal when you're on any of these exchanges that I researched. So really just kind of focusing on the trading fee. 0.1%, not too bad really, not too bad. Next, Bittrex. Bittrex is 0.25% on the trade. So no fees for deposits. The withdrawal fee is the mining fee, again, 0.25% on the trades. Kraken. Kraken has a huge list here of a variety of different options, but we're going to focus on the Bitcoin US dollar. So as you can see, it's scaled based on the volume that you do. So if you're doing less than 50,000, then your limit order fee is 0.16 and your market order fee is 0.26. So basically the same as Bittrex. Bittrex doesn't have a limit order option, so I would say Kraken's a little bit stronger. Binance is stronger than both, and GDAX is the strongest of all three. Poloniex, if you're doing less than 600 Bitcoin, then they've got the maker of 0.15 and the taker of 0.25. So, you compare that to Kraken, and it's just a touch better. It's 1/10% better on Kraken. Bitfinex has a fairly solid one. They've got the maker and the taker fees broken down. We've got 0.1% If you do the limit orders, 0.2%. If you do market orders, and that's worst case scenario. So that's $0 to $500,000 traded. 0.1%, 0.2%. Lastly, we have Shapeshift. So Shapeshift is shapeshift.io. You go to the website, you say, hey, I want to take one Bitcoin and transfer it into Ethereum. It does the deal for you. As you can see here, there's no exchange fee or service fee. You only pay this miner fee. So essentially you're paying this miner fee, which is very low. The thing you give up is the ability to place a limit order and determine exactly what price you want to take, you want to get in this situation. So you can't name your price. You have to just hit exchange. It goes out and finds the most opportunistic exchange situation and does the exchange for you at a market price. And then you're done. So it's very nice and easy. But not exactly the most optimal for a trader mind like me that wants to control the price. So now we've taken a look at fee structure. Let's go through and start eliminating. First of all, Bitfinex is a great platform, great interface, has the peer-to-peer lending feature built in, but they're freezing accounts, US accounts, starting November 9th. So as a US customer, that gets me out. They also had a hack, and I think 30% of assets were lost and did not recover. So with that news, Bitfinex is gone. Kraken, we had mentioned, is pretty solid exchange, but their fee schedule is not quite as advantageous as, say, Poloniex, which is just a tad bit better from a price perspective. So we want to get the lowest fees possible. Kraken, you're out. Bittrex, also not as advantageous. They have a really good offering as far as coins that they support, but so does Binance, so does Poloniex. So Bittrex, we're gonna cut you out. That leaves me with the 4 different options that I've been utilizing from an exchange perspective. 1, my primary is GDAX. Reason being that 0% commission when you do a limit order, which is basically all I do. So GDAX primary. The problem with it, the other good thing is that it's US based and they're insured. There was a manipulation situation with Ethereum where Ethereum ran down to 10 cents and then popped right back up. So a lot of people were stopped out, lost money, but they reimbursed everybody and they honored anybody's trades that were buying at those low levels during the flash crash of Ethereum. So I respect them for that. So that is my primary, but they only support Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So if I'm trying to do any sort of exchange outside, what do I do? Well, I utilize Binance or Poloniex. Binance would be my secondary. The reason being, the fee is nice, and they support a ton of coins, including IOTA, which is a coin that I have traded in the past, and I currently hold long off of my IOTA wallet. Next, I go to Poloniex if there is a situation where there's a coin that I want to trade that isn't supported within the Binance exchange. And lastly, I left Shapeshift up on the screen because there are situations where within my Exodus wallet, I want to do an exchange. So Exodus wallet is a really cool piece of software. It's a software wallet where it has the shapeshift.io integrated into the wallet. So essentially, you can do a really quick exchange within your wallet. You don't have to transfer from the wallet to an exchange, do the trade on the exchange, and then go back from the exchange to the wallet. You can stay within the wallet and do the exchange right within the wallet. Now, technically, if you're exchanging Bitcoin for Ethereum, for example, it will leave your wallet for a small period of time to go onto the Shapeshift interface and do the exchange, and then it automatically puts it back into your wallet. But the whole process is automated, and the coin's only out of your wallet for 2 to 4 minutes, something along those lines. So it's a really nice automated, quick, easy way to do it if you don't want to deal with transferring from wallet to exchange, putting a limit order in on the exchange, and then transferring from exchange back to wallet. That's why I left Shapeshift up there, because I have utilized it once within my Exodus wallet. So I utilized the Electrum software wallet and the Exodus software wallet. The majority of my holdings are in my Exodus wallet, and then I have some in my Electrum wallet. I have a hardware wallet on the way as well. So that's kind of my breakdown there. That's the thought process I went through with regard to choosing my exchange. To answer the question, I don't just use one exchange. I use multiple exchanges and multiple methods to exchange my coins back and forth between a variety of different coins. So hopefully that was helpful. Talk to you soon.